Greetings, vibrational beings. Welcome back to the platforms of numbers for your health, happiness, and peace. And we are continuing with the series of compatibility of the life path. This one today is going to be about the LifePath 6. And I love the LifePath 6, and I'm going to share why. Because the LifePath 6, although their challenge has everything to do with forgiveness, has everything to do with self-awareness, has everything to do with community, family. It is one of the most nurturing frequencies of them all, despite their challenges. When the 6 is in the journey of discovering itself, it uses a lot of manipulation. Okay? And you may think, oh, manipulation, that's not a good trait to have, right? Well, this is what gives the 6 life path the ability to bridge and bring things and events together. Okay? Remember that the 6 is all about community awareness, is about emotional intelligence, right? It has those healing hands, that warm embrace, that touch. So manipulation is in a sense something that they are going to be using a lot, right? However, most of the time the way they use it is for the benefit of the collective, right? So that's why we have to do the healing work. So let's see which relationships will help you elevate and grow to understand thyself. Alright guys, so remember, if you want to understand about karmic, relationship, twin flames, soulmate, life partners, you have to watch my first video or my second or my third, where I explain all about it in the beginning of the video, because you're going to hear me use, or you are a karmic relationship, or this may be a twin flames. You're going to hear a lot of that here. So if you want to understand what does that mean, go check out the other video. What you waiting for? Go. All right guys, so compatibility, a LifePath 6 with a 1. Okay, these two activate 10 times the control elements. Both of you guys are so full of passion and determination and simplicity, however with a touch of swag, I will say. You guys do work well together. However, the 6 energy really wants to run the show a lot. Some people may disagree, and if you disagree, that's fine. Maybe you have done a lot of work on yourself and you have become more aware that you don't need to control anything. But if you are just discovering numbers and vibrations and frequencies, and you're noticing yourself more, then you may notice that there is a sense of control, of manipulation. So these two together usually is a karmic, okay? It's a karmic relationship where you guys just don't understand why you can't get enough of each other. You have a love and hate and fuse a passion relationship. You guys go well together when it comes to procreating, seduction. You guys can see and have this like sex appeal for one another. But that's all it really is most of the time. Then you guys start realizing, like, where are we going? Where are we going from here? Right? So this is usually the relationship. Now, remember how I said, don't take this as is. Please don't do that. Please. Because there are relationships that are LifePath 1 and LifePath 1s that are just connecting like water beautifully. But I'm pretty sure that you guys have done the work. But usually when you are in a karmic relationship, you guys been together for a while, and it is time for you guys to start observing yourself more. And the pain and suffering that you guys go through in this relationship is for you to mature that energy of manipulation to love, understanding, and compassion. Now for LifePath 6 and a LifePath 2. Let's talk about it. Either you guys are good together financially, you guys are probably very goal oriented that wants to just grow your wealth together. Okay? This is usually a relationship that has a financial tie together. There is some kind of financial, either you guys start businesses together, you guys do some kind of networking where y'all bring things together. Maybe you guys are into like real estate, investment, but usually these two come together relating to finance. So finance in this case is needed. There is some healing that y'all both need to do relating to finance. Maybe y'all both come from broken families that didn't know how to invest or how to grow wealth. So you guys come together to heal your trauma relating to that. So either you two have a hard time holding money, obtaining money, or you guys are pretty good together when it comes to bringing a generous harmonization with the two, right? So I like to say that if you guys are thriving financially or doing pretty well, I would like to say that this is usually either your soulmate. Remember, soulmates are multiples, but this is either someone that you really like, you get along with, right? So most of the time, like the 6 really love the softness and the gentleness of the 2, and how the 2 really admires the 6, because the 2 will give you a lot of attention, because the 2 is all about just doing that. It's all about connecting. It's all about coming to you. And the 6, you know, with that manipulation vibration, really do appreciate to be seen, to be heard. You know, it is that mother hen. And it's like, you don't see what I do? So the 2 LifePath vibration tends to give the 6 energy just that. Now, LifePath 6 with the LifePath 3. So these 2 are usually service partners. You guys are either serving in some shape or form the community. You guys are either doctors. You guys are either volunteers in this and that. Maybe you guys even met in that frequency. Maybe you guys were like connecting in a project that you were servicing the community. But usually that's how you guys even got together. Or it could be that you guys are in the vibration of trying to create a space where both of you guys can heal and let go of some things that you guys been holding on to. Okay? And ultimately, y'all two together are going to find a conclusion to that. Whatever it is that you guys need to heal, it will get healed. Okay? Because you guys have this frequency and this vibration that wants to complete a circle. You know, you guys want to close that cycle. You guys want to finish. So y'all both have the same mind of doing that. And so the 3 energy inspires the 6. And this 6 energy nurtures and protects the 3. So usually I like to say that you guys are either beautiful soulmates or life partners. You guys do very well together. You probably been together for a long time and probably feel like this is it. This is, you are my person. You are my person. Okay. Now, LifePath 6 with a LifePath 4. So these two can be very competitive with each other. For some reason, you guys provoke. You guys provoke to like, come on, let's do this. Oh, I can do this too. This is competitive is not necessarily a bad thing. Please do not put that competitive in that box, because that's not the case. All right, when someone can bring and motivate you to be your best, I think, hey, why not, right? So I like to say most of the time the 4 and the 6, they tend to be a really good relationship together. You guys tend to thrive together because you guys hold space for each other very well. Okay, the 4 energy is very traditional, and the 6 energy is very home. Okay, it's very home based. It's that warmth energy, and you know that 4 energy tends to kind of create the structure, but the 6 comes in to make it into a home, right? The 6 sometimes need some assistance with healing and forgiveness, right? And the 4 energy usually comes in to support just that. And this actually aids the 6 in doing the healing work that it needs to mature and for its completion of its vibration. Now, LifePath 6 with the LifePath 5. So you guys are super sensitive to one another, honestly. I really feel that you guys can possibly even finish each other's sentence. You guys understand each other. The 6 energy tends to have a lot of compassion for the 5, and the 5 energy tends to provoke the 6 to be courage, you know, to step into its ability to let go, its ability to see things from a cup half full, right? And the 6 appreciates that from the 5. And as much as the 6 may feel like, oh, I need to take care of others, I need to worry about others, the 5 will provoke you to be adventurous and step out and try new things and explore. And you will find that you will increase your tribe, okay? Your tribe will grow, because the 6 energy really wants a community. The 6 energy, everywhere it goes, it wants to aid, it wants to like see things bigger and better. And the 5 energy will help you with just that, right? Tell me, you can tell me. Right? So remember how I mentioned, do not take this as is or fix or anything like that. It all depends. Sometimes this can also be a very karmic relationship where there's just a warfare, there's chaos, you do not understand why the 5 just cannot, you know, just be comfortable with where it's at. And honestly, the 5 energy needs to evolve. It needs to explore, and most of the time the 5 really doesn't want to step out, right? So I said that in the 5 life path, that the 5's challenge is like letting go of that commitment. You know, it's the problem that most people want to have. This 5 is very committed. Okay, loyalty is big for the 5. Some people would think the opposite, because they're like, oh, ain't the 5 like a traveler? Is it always exploring? No, actually, frequent change doesn't make the 5 feel safe. And it flares up the nervous system. So the 6 sometimes may feel like they have to do too much healing for the 5, and may feel like, you know what, you ain't changing. You refuse to change, and this may be conflicted for the 6. Okay, but if they done their work, then this may be a life partner and a union of adventure, I would say, right? Yeah. LifePath 6. Well, LifePath 6. Wow. Actually, although I say that they usually are twin flames, they are a mirror of one another, this one has a lightness to each other. You guys tend to understand each other. Y'all have like this best friend type of relationship. You guys understand and can hear each other out, and you guys really get along just being you two together. That's it. However, this can also be like a twin flame, right? Not only the twin flame, but it could also be a little bit of the karmic, where you guys have a hard time really evolving to your greatness because you guys keep finding fault in each other. You guys have yet to mature the ability to see yourself in one another. Okay? Okay. So now LifePath 6 with the LifePath 7. So in this relationship, honestly, there's a lot of honesty. There's a lot of truth revealing. There is a lot of introspection occurring between the two. There is also space for you guys to do what y'all need to do. But there's also a lot of sadness that you guys both may experience and may not like the way it is expressed in one another. Okay? Although the 7 energy can give the space because it also wants the space for itself, the 6 tend to find that a little bit irritating because the 6 wants that attention, right? And the 7 is the attention. It is. It takes a lot of attention. So many people end up drifting to the 7 life path, and the 6 just finds that to be so annoying. However, you do appreciate when that 7 energy can guide you to your best self. Okay, that it can guide you to you tapping into your potential. Okay, now life path 6 with the life path 8. Now this, my friends, is usually very chaotic, you guys. It could be a lot of right? Because the 8 energy really does not hold attachment to how you feel about a situation. And the 6 energy really encompass that. It really likes to include how you feel about it. How do you feel about it? The 8 energy is more like, is it going to benefit everybody? If it's not, let's keep it moving. So this causes a lot of friction, a lot of bumping heads, because the 6 may feel that the 8 energy is very cold and disconnected. And it's not that disconnected. It really just has a goal in mind, and that is to make sure it provides to you what you need, not necessarily what you want. Okay? And in the beginning of the relationship, you love it because the 8 energy is just giving you everything. You adore it. You appreciate it. So this was probably your ideal relationship in the beginning. You loved it. This was your intention. But as things went along, you found that these 2 vibrations did not work for you. At least that this 8 vibration did not work for you, because you want it, or you want more of the gentleness, you want more of the loving awareness, and the 8 just doesn't have the ability to give it to you the way you want it. Okay? However, that is also something that the 8 energy needs to learn. So you and the 8 being together, you give the 8 the opportunity to understand its chemistry. Okay? So the 8, it's not about coming into these relationships to try to change each other, because ultimately that's not what we are here to do, right? However, you should bring out the best in one another. Okay? And honestly, I feel that the 8 energy brings this out of the 6 energy. The greatness, the importance of understanding the power of touch, of love, of affection, right? And the 8 energy needs to understand or have more of the balance of having a focus and being intentional and trusting the process and having balance, right? And the 6 energy will give that to the 8, will teach the 8. It's all about balance. Okay? It's all about balance. That's it. But like I said, we are not here to change one another. We are here to promote a healthier image or a healthier frequency of ourselves. Ding. Now, LifePath 6 with a LifePath 9. So these two tends to be a really loving, genuine, inspiring match. Okay? You guys are both all about the community. You guys are all about helping one another, servicing each other. That 9 energy naturally is also warm, caring, but it's at the same time a bit tough. So it's a little bit of what I say, the balance that the 6 energy really admires and appreciate. Will it challenge you? It will challenge you just enough. Will it motivate you? Just enough. Will it love you? Just enough. Right? So these two tend to really thrive very well together. So I usually like to see when a 6 and a 9 come together, usually they have this love match, this connection where they really choose to mature their greatness together. Invite me to your wedding. Now for the master numbers. Okay, so remember how I mentioned that the master numbers are here to expedite your union experience. They are here to expedite your growth experience. They are here to expedite your self-discovery. They are probably one of the hardest relationships to get into. When I say that if you are in a karmic relationship, it is really, really, really strong, right? And if you have done a lot of work, it can be a breathtaking relationship, even better than a life partner relationship, right? And there's nothing that really tops the life partner relationship, right? But this one is a whole nother level. It's an ecstasy that you guys may even experience, especially if this master number has done a lot of its work. Okay, so if you are a 6 and you have a master number 11, right? This master number 11 is probably your financial clutch. Is it clutch? I don't know. Or your cane, right? This person really takes care of you. This person really will make sure that financially you're good, you're stable, you have everything that you ever want. But you may struggle with their ability to be more sentimental, be more touchy feeling, right? This master number 11 can be more of a, I don't want to say cold vibration, but it's just here to do its job, and it doesn't want to dip and dab into like, oh, I should be a little bit more soft to you or anything like that. So most of the time this tends to irritate the 6 energy, and then 6 energy is like, I don't know if I can do this, and they want to separate. Okay, or it can be a karmic relationship where there is a lot of infidelity, there is lack of sincerity and trust for one another. You just don't believe anything. And actually the 6 energy can sense when something is just not right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the 6 just know like something's just not right, something's just not right. So I want to say to the 6, please just trust your intuition. What should I do if I am in this relationship right now? Well, like I mentioned, this is not about, oh, I'm supposed to break up with this person right now. Master Tatiana told me that. No, I never said that here. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you to do what you need to do. Many times we feel like, oh, I'm supposed to just leave this relationship, but honestly, it's what type of work do you need to do? Even if leaving the relationship is what you choose to do, is all for your own benefit. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's all for you. Like, please do not have in your brain that, oh, I'm leaving this relationship to leave him. No, you are leaving because you need that teaching. You need to know what it feels to disconnect from a toxicity frequency, a vibration, right? And so it's the teachable experience for you and only you. And that 11th energy is here to be that ultimate teacher for you. I hope you pass, for you can be done. So a LifePath 6 with a 22. This is a lot of hope. This is a lot of hope, right? Because like I mentioned, that 6 and that 22, you guys really want to like serve. You guys want to be the change. You guys want to be the hub where everything can just come to you. So you guys can manifest in massive and grand ways, in shocking ways, right? You probably the 2 that most people want to see just thriving and going places, because you guys are ultimately like really good for one another. Okay? Yeah. So I like to say, at least for you 2, you guys are like the couple that will motivate each other to be your greatest self, and you guys will try different things together to make sure that y'all stand strong on your 2 feet as individuals and as a team. LifePath 6 with the 33 vibration. Okay, so you 2 tend to do pretty well together as well. You guys have this ability to create a nurturing and loving and protective vibration together. You guys are so full of love, and you understand the principle of healing. You guys understand the principle of healing together. You guys understand and respect that love is the ultimate antidote to reverse any lack of rage, not lack, but any form of rage, any form of sadness, any form of depression, any form of anxiety. You guys understand that love has no boundaries. It could penetrate through thick walls. So that means thick skulls, right? And you guys together, you guys create that melting pot that fuse the best ingredients and make the best meal of it all, right? So don't forget, you 6 are really good with spicing things up and putting things together. All right, guys, so with that being said, I hope you guys appreciate this video. I am trying to make these videos short, but guess what? Spirit just pouring in. So here we go. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I want to see you guys. I want to see us guys grow and evolve. We are a team. When you grow, I grow. So let's grow together.